So today I thought we would talk about staging the home when you're getting ready to list your property. Sometimes it's hard to explain how to prep your house for sale without anybody's feelings getting hurt or upsetting somebody that maybe their piece of decor is not optimal for listing purposes. So I typically like to bring in Britni Gallello, who does interior design, to help me with those tough scenarios and breaking it down for the seller on how to prep the house for photos so that we can get their property sold. So Britni, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself first, and then we'll kind of get into some home tips.
Sure. Again, Britni Gallello, and my husband and I do real estate photography, and then I also do home staging, home organizing, and interior design.
Perfect. So let's do maybe 5 tips in home staging and how to help the seller prep their house so that when buyers are coming through, they feel like they can envision their space and their things and look past the seller's items.
Yeah, that's really important. So the first tip that I would give is declutter. You have to get rid of all of the extra things on your countertops, all of the extra things in your bathroom that are visible to people that may be either looking at photos of your house or coming for a tour. The second thing that I would recommend is depersonalize. So it's really hard to imagine yourself in someone else's house when the first thing you see when you walk in is a bunch of pictures of their kids. So as cute as the kids may be, it's super important to make sure that anybody walking into your home can envision their life and their photos on the wall. So getting some neutral art on the wall that wouldn't necessarily be, a family portrait would be highly recommended and beneficial for photos and home tours. The third thing is give it a deep clean. So that includes baseboards, that includes windows, everything that you think people won't see in photos or when they're walking through your house, they will. They definitely will. So clean like you have never cleaned before.
Or perhaps hire a professional to come in and
Yes.
give it the deep clean before pictures.
Yes, that would be ideal. The fourth thing, I think, fourth thing is to make sure that you have some fresh greenery or fresh flowers. I love fresh flowers in a house. I think it just adds a little bit of brightness in any room. So whether you're, a plant person or not, like me, I can't keep any plants alive. My husband can attest to that.
I can't either.
I don't know what it is. Make sure that you have something to brighten up every room. It helps with photos and then just helps with home tours as well. And then the last thing I would say is remember that not every room needs to be staged. So when you think about the main rooms that sell a house, it's rooms like the kitchen, like a master bathroom, like a master bedroom, a living area. So those are the main rooms that really should be focused on when you're looking to figure out how do I stage? Do I have enough furniture? Where do I put things? Just to make sure that people, again, can envision their furniture and their lives in that house.
So then do you have instances where maybe you do actually shuffle their furniture around during the photos portion?
Yeah, we sure do. It's always easier when the homeowner is not around for photos because on occasion, we want to really optimize the space in a room. So sometimes that means moving a large piece of furniture, always moving it back, but moving a large piece of furniture so that it just opens up the room a little bit. Usually the couch is one of the things where, if it's angled somewhere facing a TV, but it cuts a room in half, it really doesn't optimize the space as much as it possibly could.
Perfect. Do you have do you come with supplies to help stage for photos, or do you have stores that you recommend the seller go to?
Yeah, I always come with some supplies of our own whenever we're doing home staging, either for photography or for tours. So I'll bring things like candles, like pieces of accent furniture, greenery, just to make sure that, if there is anything missing, that you don't have to worry about it as the homeowner, that we can take care of that for you. But if you do know ahead of time that, you want to just freshen up a space and there are things that you might take with you to your next home, going somewhere like Home Goods or even Marshall's has some really great finds for just small pieces that might add nice accents to rooms.
Perfect. Any other fun tips, tricks that you might have that would benefit a seller that maybe if they're not quite at that point, but things that they could start working on prior to having you guys arrive for the actual photo portion.
Yeah, that's a great point. We always provide, and a realtor that we work with, a checklist to give to their homeowners that we ask them to get started on probably about a month before we come over for photos. So that includes, you know, a checklist of things to start organizing, things to start decluttering, maybe even things to start packing that you know you won't need in the coming months while you're trying to sell your home. So we'll give you a full checklist of everything that you need to do in each room to make sure that your home presents itself as well as possible.
Awesome. If you have questions, feel free to comment below and we will happily get back to you, and we'll put Britni's information in there in case you are looking for an interior designer to help you prep your house.
Thank you.
You're welcome.